Welcome back to Udofia Animations. In part 1, we witnessed Sophia's struggles in a relationship clouded by control, pride, and emotional pain. Her friends and mother tried to warn her, but Jacob's actions only grew worse, until a public confrontation shook everything. Now, in part 2, the tension deepens, new challenges emerge, and Sophia begins to see the truth about her relationship. You don't want to miss the drama, the lessons, and the twists ahead. Stay tuned. This is part 2.
Kentucky, how are you doing today?
I am good. Though I am stressed a little. Victoria, I cannot hide my thoughts any longer. Watching Sophia today run out of the office as if someone was dying, only to go and cook for Jacob's mother, made me feel very disturbed. It is clear to me that Jacob has too much control over her life, and she doesn't even realize it. Love is supposed to inspire joy and freedom, not fear and bondage. Yet every time we talk about Jacob, I see her defending him with all her strength, as if she is afraid to admit the truth to herself. I am genuinely worried that she is heading down a road that will break her spirit.
Ken, you are absolutely right. I have also been watching her carefully for months, and the picture is not good at all. I see a woman who is bright, talented, and capable, yet she bends herself completely around Jacob's moods. She seems to live every day asking, what will Jacob say? What will Jacob allow? That is not love. That is control. What scares me the most is that she mistakes his harshness for care. She keeps calling her sacrifices devotion, but in reality, she is losing herself piece by piece. And if she continues like this, I fear she will wake up one day and not even recognize the woman she has become.
Exactly, Victoria. And today was only one example. She couldn't even say yes to visiting her sick father without first checking with Jacob. She couldn't accept an invitation from her friend without worrying whether Jacob would permit her. These are decisions any normal person should be able to make freely. If she cannot even decide on family or friends without his approval, then what kind of marriage is she rushing into? I am afraid for her future. A man who begins controlling small things before marriage will take over her entire life after marriage. It may already be too late to reason with her, but I feel powerless just watching it happen.
And do you know what hurts me the most? It is the way she reacts whenever we try to caution her. Instead of reflecting, she gets defensive and paints Jacob as a man misunderstood by everyone. That is exactly what makes control so dangerous. The victim starts defending the very person who is hurting them. I want to help Sophia, but she does not want to be helped. I pray she doesn't have to experience something very painful before her eyes are finally opened.
So this is what you both do behind my back? Speaking about my relationship as if you understand it better than I do. Telling each other that Jacob is controlling me, painting me as a blind victim? I cannot believe the two of you, people I call colleagues and friends, would sit here and try to poison my mind against the man I love. Do you think I don't know what I am doing with my life? Do you think I am so foolish that I cannot see clearly? You are the ones who are blind to the kind of love and devotion Jacob and I share.
Sophia, please calm down, it is not what you think. We were not trying to destroy your relationship. We were simply speaking out of concern, because we care about you as a friend. We don't want you to feel hurt or trapped. Everything we said was from a place of love, not malice.
Yes, Sophia, I promise you, we were not trying to poison your mind. We were only worried because we see how much pressure you are always under. We only want the best for you, and that is why we talk about these things. If we kept quiet, then we would be guilty of watching silently while you suffer.
No, Victoria. No, Kentucky, you do not understand me, and you will never understand Jacob. You call it pressure, but I call it commitment. You call it control, but I call it respect. Jacob is not the monster you are trying to paint him to be, and I will never allow anyone, not even you, to ruin what I am building with him. I don't need your pity, and I don't need your opinions about my private life. If you cannot be happy for me, then at least keep your judgments to yourselves.
What is it?
Jacob, there is something I have been meaning to talk about, and I hope you will not take it the wrong way. We have been together for a long time now, and my family keeps asking me when we are planning to make things official. I also feel it is time we begin to discuss our wedding and set a direction for the future. It is not that I am trying to pressure you, but as a woman, I need to know where I stand. Can we start thinking about it?
Sophia, what is wrong with you? Who gave you the audacity to raise this matter as if you can dictate when I should marry you? Do you think marriage is something a woman forces upon a man? Let me tell you clearly, I will decide when and how we marry, and it will be according to my will, not yours or your family's. I don't like this sudden boldness you are trying to show. You are becoming restless, and I don't like it. If you want to remain with me, then you must learn to wait patiently. I will not be told by anyone, not even you, when to take such a step.
I am so sorry, Jacob, please don't misunderstand me. I was not trying to push you or make decisions for you. I only wanted us to talk about it so that I could have some clarity. I did not mean to offend you in any way. Please forgive me if my words came across as disrespectful. I promise I will not bring it up again. I will wait until you feel it is the right time.
Good. That is the way I expect you to speak. Do not let people outside confuse you with their ideas. I know what I am doing, and when the time is right, I will act. Until then, you have no reason to worry. Just focus on being the woman I expect you to be.
Yes, Jacob. I understand. Thank you for being patient with me. I will not raise the issue again.
Before you leave, I need you to cook enough food for me and my mother. Keep the house in order. I will see you later.
I have carried this burden for too long, calling it love when in truth it has been chains around my heart. I kept excusing Jacob's harshness, convincing myself that it was only a phase, that one day he would treat me with the tenderness I dreamed of. But I see it now, he is not changing, instead I am the one fading away. My laughter has grown quieter, my confidence is gone, and my soul feels weary. Everyone around me can see it, yet I closed my eyes because I thought love was blind. But true love is not blind, it sees, it protects, it values. If I stay, I will lose the very person God created me to be. I deserve peace, I deserve kindness, I deserve to be loved without fear. This is not the life I want, and I must act now before it destroys me completely. This time, I will find the courage to walk away. Sophia is beginning to open her eyes to the reality of her relationship with Jacob. But will she find the strength to walk away, or will love's blindness keep her chained? The journey has only begun, and the choices ahead will shape her destiny. Stay with us and look forward to part 2 of this emotional story here on Udofia Animations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the best is yet to come.
Sophia, what sort of woman do you think you are? I told you plainly, without leaving any room for misunderstanding, that you should cook something for me and my mother today. But instead of obedience and respect, you chose to neglect me and leave us hungry. How dare you defy me when you know very well that a woman's duty is to respect her man and follow his instructions immediately without questioning or delay.
Jacob, please lower your voice. This is my office, not your house. You cannot storm in here and embarrass me before my colleagues. I had urgent tasks to complete, and I thought I would prepare the food once I returned. Must I always abandon everything, even my work, just because you demand it? I am not refusing to care for you or your mother, but you must understand that I have responsibilities here too. Please, let us talk about this calmly.
Calmly? You dare to tell me how to speak? You dare to teach me calmness, when all you show me is rebellion? You think your office and your so-called responsibilities come before me? I am your man, Sophia, and when I speak, you must obey instantly without argument or excuse. You have become proud and stubborn, and I will not tolerate such defiance. Do not ever try to put anything or anyone before me again, or you will regret it.
Jacob? How could you raise your hand against me like this? Is this the love you promised me, the love you keep insisting I should fight for? I have endured your harsh words, your endless control, and your lack of kindness, but today you have crossed a line that I never imagined. I am a human being, Jacob, not your servant, not your prisoner, and not your punching bag. You have humiliated me, not just as a woman, but as someone who has trusted you with her heart. Please, stop this madness.
Sir, that is enough. You cannot come into this company and lay your hands on a staff member. This is an office environment, and we do not tolerate violence of any kind. You need to leave this place immediately before matters get worse for you.
You think you can protect her from me? You think your small security uniform gives you authority over me? This woman belongs to me, and I will not have anyone, not even you, interfering in my relationship. Sophia, you had better understand that no one can come between us, and no one can stop me from correcting you when you step out of line. Do you hear me?
Jacob, listen carefully, this is not correction, this is abuse. You may believe you own me, but you do not. My life is my own, and if you cannot treat me with respect and love, then perhaps there is no future for us. You have humiliated me before my colleagues and destroyed the trust I tried so hard to preserve. If this is what you call love, then I do not want it anymore.
Sir, I will not warn you again. Leave this office right now before I call the authorities. Violence has no place here. If you truly care for her, then you should prove it with respect and patience, not with your fists or your harshness. Now, please step outside.
This is not the end. Sophia, you will hear from me later. No one embarrasses me and gets away with it. You belong to me, and I will not let anyone poison your mind against me.
Lord, how did love turn into this nightmare? I thought he cared, but what I see now is control and cruelty. How long can I endure this before it completely destroys me? Something has to change, before it is too late. Sophia, oh my goodness, we heard the shouting and the noise from down the hallway. Are you all right? We could hear his angry voice even from the reception area. Please tell us he didn't actually hurt you. He slapped me in my own office. He shook my head like I was some child. He came in here just to accuse me for not cooking for him and his mother today. I am still struggling to believe what just happened. I feel humiliated, broken, and betrayed.
Sophia, this is exactly what I have been telling you all along. I know you want to believe that what you share with Jacob is love, but I need you to listen carefully to me right now. What he just did in front of all of us is not love. It is not protection. It is not even correction. It is abuse in its purest form. No man who truly loves you will ever raise his hand against you, especially in public, especially in your own workplace where you deserve dignity.
Ken, I know you have warned me many times. I kept hoping that maybe he would change, that maybe his temper was only temporary. I thought love meant enduring challenges, and I told myself to be patient. But the pain on my face right now and the shame in my heart are proving to me that what I've been calling love is something dangerous. Sophia, you don't deserve to go through this. No woman deserves to be treated like this by someone who claims to love her. Love builds, it doesn't destroy. Love comforts, it doesn't bruise. If this is how he behaves now, before marriage, imagine how much worse it could become if you tie your future to him permanently.
Sophia, look at all of us standing here. We care about you, not because we want to spoil your relationship, but because we want you safe, happy, and respected. You are an intelligent, hard-working woman with so much value. If Jacob truly cherished you, he would support you in your work, not storm into your office to strike you for not cooking. That is not a man building a future with you, it is a man trying to break you down piece by piece.
I feel torn apart inside. Part of me still wants to hold on to the hope that he will change, but another part of me is finally seeing what all of you have been seeing from the beginning. If he truly loved me, he would never humiliate me in front of my colleagues or raise his hand against me. I am beginning to see that staying with him might cost me more than just my happiness, it might cost me my life.
Madam Sophia, forgive me for speaking so boldly, but men like Jacob rarely change for the better unless they choose to face themselves. You must protect yourself, because if you don't, no one else can do it for you. Today, he came into your office and slapped you in broad daylight. Tomorrow, it could be worse. Please think carefully about your future. Sophia, you have the strength to walk away. It will hurt at first, because you invested your emotions and your dreams into this relationship. But walking away from abuse is not failure, it is wisdom and courage. Don't wait until your life becomes a tragedy that others will only talk about when it is too late. Your worth is far above this mistreatment, and they will keep reminding you of that until you see it clearly yourself.
You're right. All of you are right. For too long I have been making excuses for his behavior, calling it love when in truth it has been chains holding me down. I cannot continue like this. I must make a decision quickly, before I lose myself completely. And when you finally make the decision, know that you are not alone. We are here for you, and so is your family. You deserve peace, Sophia, not pain. This is not love. I will not be broken. I must take back my life, before it is too late.
Jacob, my son, your face looks like fire itself. What is it this time? What has that Sophia done again to make you walk into this house with such anger written all over you?
Mother, you will not believe the insult I suffered today. I went straight to her office after she left here sulking earlier. I told her very clearly in the morning to come and cook for me and for you, because as the woman who claims she wants to marry into this family, it is her duty to take care of us. But when I got there, instead of humility, instead of obedience, she raised her voice, refused me completely, and when I tried to correct her, she shamelessly called a security man to drag me out like a common criminal. Me, Jacob, dragged out of a woman's office as if I was a beggar.
What? She did what? A woman you have brought into our lives, a woman who is supposed to be learning how to submit, dared to call security on you? In her office? Jacob, this is the height of disrespect. This is not just an insult to you as a man, it is an insult to me as her supposed future mother-in-law. She has no idea the kind of disgrace she has brought upon herself with this behavior.
Exactly, Mother. She humiliated me today in front of her colleagues and the security man. They looked at me as if I was some violent stranger. And all of this simply because I told her to do the right thing. She thinks because she has a job and some colleagues around her that she can raise her shoulders against me. She forgets that if not for me, she is nothing. Who is she, if not a woman I chose out of pity to bring into my life?
Jacob, do not waste your energy feeling humiliated. That girl is digging her own grave with pride. A woman who refuses to serve her husband and his family is not fit to be called a wife. If she cannot kneel down before me and beg for forgiveness, then she is not worthy of carrying the name of this family. Mark my words, she will pay for this insult. The day will come when she will kneel before you and before me, begging us to forgive her, and then we will decide if she deserves even a drop of mercy.
Mother, I know she will come crawling back. She cannot survive without me. She has built her whole world around me, and she thinks she can suddenly walk away? No, she will come back in tears, apologizing. I will not run after her again. Let her taste what it means to be without me, then she will understand her place.
Good. Do not chase her, Jacob. Let her wander in her arrogance for a while. Hunger and loneliness will humble her faster than our words ever could. She may think her job and her little colleagues can shield her, but life will teach her quickly that she cannot do without a man, and not just any man, but without you. We will wait for her apology. And when she finally comes crawling, we will deal with her properly, so she learns that no woman rises above her husband and his mother.
Yes, Mother. I will wait. I will not beg her. She must be the one to return. And when she does, I will make sure she understands that in this relationship, I am the authority. She will either bend or she will break. But she will never humiliate me again and think she will escape the consequences.
Exactly, my son. Let her pride push her into the wilderness. We will sit here and watch. Sooner or later, she will realize that no woman survives when she fights against her husband and his mother. Mark my words, Sophia will crawl back, and when she does, we will decide her fate.
How did I get here? How did I allow myself to sink into this kind of pain, calling it love? Today, Jacob crossed every line. He did not only humiliate me, he disrespected everything I stand for. To walk into my office, slap me like I was nothing, shake my head as if I were a child, and speak to me as though my life has no value. What kind of relationship is this? And then to watch my colleagues rush in to protect me, while the man who claims he loves me became my greatest source of shame. It hurts deeper than words. I will never return to him again. Not after being dragged through such disgrace. No matter what he says, no matter how his mother feels, I will not step foot in that house again. If this is the price of breaking away, then so be it. Better to walk alone in peace than to remain in chains in the name of love. Come in. Mom. Sophia, my daughter, I could not help but notice the heaviness in your spirit tonight. You have hardly touched your food, and I heard you speaking to yourself. Tell me, what is troubling you this deeply? Has Jacob done something again? Because I can see the pain written all over your face, and as your mother, my heart cannot rest until I know what weighs you down. Mother, today was one of the hardest days of my life. Jacob came to my office after I refused to go to his house to cook for him and his mother. He walked into my place of work, in front of my colleagues, and he slapped me. He shook my head roughly like I was a rag doll, and he hurled words at me so harshly that I felt my heart break in pieces. If not for the security man, he would have continued. And when they dragged him out, I stood there humiliated, broken, ashamed. The man who claims to love me has turned into the very source of my humiliation. What? Jacob did that to you? He raised his hand against my daughter? Inside your own office? Oh no, this is beyond anything I imagined. Sophia, this is not a man, this is a destroyer of dignity. A man who lays hands on a woman, and worse still, in front of the world, has no respect for her, no love in his heart, and no fear of God. My daughter, this is not a relationship, it is abuse, plain and clear. And I cannot stand by and watch you throw your life into such darkness. Mother, I see it clearly now. I was blind before, excusing his arrogance, enduring his commands, telling myself that love means sacrifice. But today opened my eyes. This is not love, and this is not sacrifice. It is slavery, and I will not return to it. My mind is made up, I will never step into Jacob's house again. I would rather walk away with nothing than keep myself in a place where my worth is constantly trampled upon. That is the voice of wisdom, my daughter. That is the courage I have been praying you would find. You are my child, the one I carried and raised with every ounce of love in me. I will not watch you be destroyed in the name of marriage. Hear me clearly, a man who cannot honor you before the wedding will not change after it. If his hand is already raised against you now, what will happen when you are under his roof every day? You must value your life and your peace above his false promises. You must value your dignity above their arrogance. I stand with you in this decision, Sophia. Let Jacob and his mother boast and wait for your apology, it will never come. Let them believe you cannot survive without him, they will be shocked when they see how brightly you will shine away from their shadows. Excuse me please. Thank you, Mother. Your words give me strength. I was afraid that walking away would make me appear weak, but now I see that staying would be the true weakness. I will not go back, not even once. Let them think what they want. My life is mine, and I choose peace. That is my daughter. And I promise you this, you will not walk this road alone. I will stand beside you every step. You will rebuild your joy, and in time, the right man, a man who values you, will find you. Jacob may think he is your only option, but God will prove him wrong. Sleep tonight with peace in your heart, Sophia. This chapter is closing, and a better one will soon begin.
Mom.
Jacob, my son, I cannot believe that for the past 2 weeks we have been managing bits and pieces, hoping that Sophia would eventually come back with her foolish love-driven obedience to you, but now the truth has become undeniable. The last pot of soup she cooked is gone, there is not even a single piece of yam or rice left in this house, and yet you sit here in pride as though food will fall from heaven. You keep waiting for Sophia, telling yourself she will return, but let me ask you, how long will your stomach endure this hunger? You are my son, and I know you are strong, but strength does not fill an empty belly. We must eat, Jacob, whether she is here or not.
Mother, calm yourself. Sophia will return. She has no life outside of me. I have made sure of that. She is too blinded by her so-called love to walk away forever. She will come crawling back here, begging for forgiveness, and when she does, we will not only make her cook, but she will clean every room, wash every pile of clothes, scrub the floors, and serve us as a woman should. I will not beg her. I will not even dial her number. Let her starve herself with pride out there. This house is her destiny, and she will learn it soon enough.
My son, pride is good when it serves a purpose, but hunger is a cruel master. I am not telling you to fall at her feet, but at least use your head. While we wait for her to crawl back, let us survive. We can order food from outside. There are restaurants that can deliver. If you do not do this, you will faint one of these days. But mark my words, Jacob, when the girl finally returns, and she will, because a woman always comes back to the man she loves, she will kneel before both of us, she will beg for forgiveness, and only then will we decide if she is worthy to cook again in this house. She will not escape the lesson we must teach her.
Mother, you are wise as always. Very well, order something to keep us alive. But let Sophia not think we are desperate. Let her believe this house is suffering without her. When she returns, her punishment will be great, and she will understand that a woman cannot.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Sophia speaking.
Good afternoon, Sophia. I hope I am not catching you at a bad time. I am calling with some important news. Over the past few months, we have been observing your dedication, your punctuality, and your ability to handle responsibilities even under pressure. The board has decided that you are the right person to represent this company at an international conference abroad. It is a prestigious opportunity, Sophia, and one that will not only elevate your career, but also give you a platform among global professionals. We need you to prepare immediately, as the trip.
Sir, I do not even know how to express my gratitude right now. For years, I have worked with all my heart, even when circumstances in my personal life weighed heavily on me, and to hear you say this fills me with a renewed sense of worth. I promise you, sir, I will not let the company down. I will carry our name abroad with dignity, I will put my best foot forward, and I will show them that we are a company of excellence. Thank you, sir. Thank you for believing in me.
You deserve it, Sophia. Sometimes life places heavy burdens on us, but in the midst of trials, your true strength has shown. Take this as a sign that your hard work has not been in vain. Prepare yourself well, and remember, we are proud of you. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, sir. I will begin my preparations immediately. I will not disappoint you. Thank you, my God, for your love. So, while Jacob and his mother sit there waiting for me to crawl back, while they plan to humiliate me into servitude, here is life opening another door for me. This is a chance to see the world, to stand tall in my own name, and to be free from the chains of their control. Perhaps this is the very hand of God pulling me out of that toxic pit. I cannot look back now. I must walk into this new season with courage.
Jacob, my man. I have been hearing some very strange things lately, and I wanted to hear from you directly before I believe any of it. Word has been going around that you caused the scene at Sophia's place of work. Something about her personally ordering a security guard to throw you out of her office in front of her colleagues and visitors. People say it was humiliating, Jacob. Tell me, what really happened? Felix, don't let these people's petty gossip cloud your mind. Yes, I went to her office, and yes, she acted foolishly, calling herself a modern woman, thinking she can embarrass me in public. She actually had the nerve to order a common security man, someone who should be opening doors for me, to drag me out like I was some stranger. She must have forgotten who I am. But you see, I am not bothered. Let her play this childish game for now. When she finally comes back crawling to me, crying those crocodile tears, we will teach her lessons she will never forget. Even after I marry her, she will never have the courage to try that nonsense again. Jacob, you keep talking as though her return is certain. But look at the calendar, my friend. It's almost 1 month since she left. She has not called, she has not visited, and she has not sent any message. How can you be so sure she will come back? Felix, you don't understand women. Sophia cannot survive without me. She has tasted my wealth, my influence, my protection. I am a man of high standing in this city, men like me are rare. Where will she go? Which man will she find that has the kind of money I have, the connections I command, the respect I carry? Let her enjoy her little pride out there. She will soon discover that no other man will treat her with the level of class and security she got from me. She will come running back, not walking. And when she does, I will make her work like never before, cooking, cleaning, scrubbing, and proving that she is sorry. She will beg for my forgiveness, and only then will I decide what to give her. Jacob, I hope your confidence doesn't blind you to reality. Sometimes people surprise you, especially when they discover they can live without what they once depended on. Felix, mark my words, Sophia will be back. And when she is, I will be the one dictating every step she takes. Excuse me, please. Yes, Mother, what is it? I'm in the middle of something.
Jacob, I cannot live in this kind of disorder any longer. Ever since Sophia stopped coming here, this house has turned into a disaster. The floors are dusty, the dishes pile up like a mountain, clothes are scattered everywhere, and even the bathrooms are becoming an embarrassment. I am tired of repeating myself. I told you before, while we wait for Sophia to humble herself and return, we must keep the house in order. You need to arrange for a maid immediately. If not, this place will sink into filth.
Mother, I hear you. But I don't want any woman in this house thinking she can take Sophia's place. That girl needs to come back and do her duties herself.
Jacob, I am not asking for a replacement. I am asking for survival. We can let the maid go when Sophia returns, but until then, we cannot keep living like pigs. If visitors come here and see this mess, it will bring shame to you and to me. A man of your status should not be surrounded by such untidiness. Order someone today, at least for the cleaning.
Fine, Mother. I'll make arrangements for a maid. But remember, when Sophia steps back into this house, she will do the work herself. I'll make sure of that.
That is up to you, my son. Just don't let the house fall apart while you wait for her pride to break.
I am on top of the matter. Trust me, Mother. Felix. You heard part of what my mother just said. The house is becoming unmanageable without Sophia around. As much as I dislike the idea of bringing another woman in to do what Sophia should be doing, I cannot keep hearing my mother complain every single day. The mess is getting out of hand. I need someone, just temporarily, to clean, cook, and keep things in order until Sophia comes crawling back. Do you know any trustworthy maid who can start to work immediately? I mean someone who understands the dignity of working in a respectable man's house and will not cause unnecessary trouble. Jacob, I understand your position. You want the house in order, but without creating the impression that Sophia has been replaced. I can recommend someone. She is the niece of an old family friend of mine. The girl is respectful, hardworking, and very discreet. She knows how to keep her head down and do her job without interfering in people's personal matters. I can speak to her family today and, if she's available, she could start as soon as tomorrow. That would be perfect, Felix. I cannot have the house looking like a war zone, especially with the kind of visitors I sometimes receive. And, more importantly, I need my mother to stop complaining. Just make sure this girl understands that her position is temporary. The moment Sophia comes back, she will step aside. I do not want anyone confusing their place in my household. Don't worry, Jacob. I will make that clear to her from the beginning. She will simply keep the house running until you decide you no longer need her services. You're a good friend, Felix. You always know how to step in when things get tricky. I owe you one for this. Let me know as soon as you speak to her. I'll call you later today with the details. For now, take care of yourself and try not to make the gossip about you and Sophia grow any louder than it already is. Let them talk, Felix. When Sophia comes back and everything is in order again, they will see who really had the upper hand.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Could you please place your handbag and any electronic devices in the tray for scanning? Also, step forward for the body screening.
Of course. Here's my laptop, my phone, and my handbag. I don't have any sharp objects or liquids beyond the allowed limit.
All clear. Enjoy your trip, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hello there. Headed for business or pleasure?
A bit of both, actually. I've been sent by my company to represent them in an international conference. It's my first official trip abroad, so I'm looking forward to making the most of it.
That sounds exciting. Make sure you also take some time to enjoy the city. The museums, the parks, the restaurants. You'll be amazed.
I will. It feels like a fresh season for me, new opportunities, new perspectives. I just want to focus on doing my best and enjoying the peace that comes with moving forward.
Miss Sophia, welcome. We've been expecting you. I hope your flight was comfortable.
It was, thank you. I appreciate you coming to receive me.
It's my pleasure. We've arranged an apartment for your entire stay here, fully furnished, stocked with everything you might need. There is a private kitchen, a working space, and a scenic balcony. You'll also have a housekeeper who comes in 3 times a week to keep things in order. All of this is for you. The fridge is stocked with fresh produce, drinks, and ready-to-eat meals. We want you to feel comfortable and focused during your work here. If you need anything at all, just call the number on this card, day or night.
This is more than I expected. Thank you for the warm welcome. I promise to represent the company well and make the most of my time here.
You are welcome, Sophia. Once again, congratulations.
Jacob, this house is becoming an eyesore. The maid Felix promised is still nowhere to be found. The kitchen is a mess, the laundry is piling up, and the sitting room looks like a storm passed through it. Enough is enough. Call Sophia right now. She needs to come and put this place in order.
Mama, I told you she will return on her own when she realizes she cannot survive without me. But if you insist, I'll call her. She probably misses me already. That's strange. Her number is not going through. Maybe her phone is off. Or she's in some place with poor network.
Off? For how long? This is unusual. But I still say it with all certainty, she will crawl back here sooner or later. We are doing her a favor by even thinking of calling her.
Exactly, Mama. She knows she can't find another man of my class and influence. But still, her phone not going through is odd. I'll try again later. When she returns, we will make sure she remembers her place.
And so, Jacob and his mother remain confident, convinced that Sophia will come crawling back into their lives. But little do they know, Sophia's journey has already taken a turn they never imagined. A turn that could change everything forever. What awaits her in this new chapter? And how will Jacob react when the truth finally reaches him? Find out in the next episode. Watch out for part 3 of this gripping series, only here on Udofia Animations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next.